Hey guys, it's been a while. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. It's been a while, not even gonna lie. It's been a while since I've recorded a video. I don't know if you guys can even tell. My voice as well has changed thanks to testosterone. Yeah. Anyway, it's been a while. Um, that's literally what I'm gonna get into in this video. This video may be long too, so I'm gonna get into a lot of things. This video is also unscripted, by the way, just because I don't feel the need to script like my update videos. So yeah. So the first thing you may or may not notice, is you don't really hear that buzzing noise in the back of my fucking videos anymore. It's because I got a new laptop, which is the main reason I actually stopped making content. My old laptop was a piece of shit. It it was a piece of shit. Um, it had like 4 gig of RAM and it basically did fuck all. It was literally for college, and that's all it was really going to be used for. My parents were the one who bought it, and they didn't really take into account I'm also a content creator and may need something a little bit better. Um, but considering I've got a job and I was like, I have money, I was like, I might as well upgrade my laptop because I'm sick of it. And also looking up when to upgrade your laptop. Everything on that fucking list was what was wrong with my laptop. So it also started blue screening 3 or 4 months in to when I had it. So like, yeah, it was a piece of shit. I don't know how I lasted like 3 years dealing with that fucking thing, but I have a brand new laptop now and I'm in love with it. Um, so yeah, it also can run Windows 11. My other one couldn't. It was stuck on Windows 10. So yeah, that was the main reason why I stopped making content was because of that laptop. The second reason I stopped making content was the whole Purple Yimba situation. That shit just kind of like traumatizing isn't even the right word. It was just more of a oh my god. It was just like a bummer, you know? It was like it just killed all of the like enthusiasm for YouTube because knowing that some fucking cunt decided that they don't like the fact that other people don't like them, so they decided to fuck around with everyone else's lives, making the everyone else hate them even more. Like yeah, that's definitely gonna fix your situation. Um, but yeah, it was just more of a such a bummer, you know. Like it sucked. I'm not even gonna lie, it just sucked. Um, the third reason I stopped making content was I got a job, and I'm now a year in my job. I work in fast food. It's a cunt sometimes, other times you have a great laugh, other days are really fucking stressful, or just downright traumatizing. Because where I work isn't necessarily the safest place to work in terms of where the restaurant is situated. We have a lot of characters coming into work or coming into the workplace and just causing a ruckus, to destroying our bathrooms, to threatening to stab children outside. It's a lot. We have to call the guards every now and then, and they just don't do anything, and it's a lot, you know. But yeah, my job overall, I do. I wouldn't say I love it. I like my job. Um, I definitely wish I had something better. Just as of right now, just it's stable enough, somewhat. Um, but the third reason I stopped making content was particularly because I just I was kind of focused on my job. Um, and also I just kind of was getting into the feel of my job and just filling it out, that sort of thing. Um, I'm now a year in my job, and I'm fairly comfortable in my job. Um, but yeah, like there's really nothing more I could say about it. Um, and then just another fourth reason, 2023 wasn't necessarily a great year for me. There was a lot going on. Um, and even 2024 hasn't been necessarily the kindest either. I have been struggling with bouts of PTSD and just overall just not doing the greatest. Um, but I'm getting there. I'm in therapy and I'm on medication as well, which have been helping quite a lot. Um, so that's like mental health has been a bit of a not been great. I am getting a lot better though. I would say I'm in a much happier place than when I was a few months ago. Um, Especially when PTSD symptoms were incredibly bad with dealing bouts of psychosis, which were pretty scary, not gonna lie. Um, but overall, I'm in a much better place. Um, and I'm just staying afloat. My therapist has been great with helping me, and just my job has also been great with giving me leeway so I can go to my appointments. So, overall, I've been doing a lot better in that sense. Um, but in terms of the future of this channel, where is it going? Um, First off, I'm going to be talking about something that's going to be coming in the next few weeks, and that is the fact that I'm rebranding. Kane, I love him to death, don't get me wrong, but he represents a lot of my naivety of when I was first starting on YouTube in terms of the furry space, and I always associate him with being like my teenage self. I use Lorcan a lot more than I would in any other sense, and I'm gonna be rebranding to what I have on all my other social medias. This is the only one that's still like Kane the Circle or using Kane as the main mascot. Everything else is either Kruger or it's Lorcan or Lorca Borca, which everyone knows me more of than Kane the Circle. This channel is just gonna be rebranding. And along with the rebranding, one thing that I've talked about on other social medias, but I've never talked about it on YouTube before, and considering I've talked about it with my therapist and my parents, is the fact that I'm autistic. I have a lot of hyperfixations, and I never really stick to one thing. In fact, in my description, it's like, I'm not gonna be writing descriptions because I never stick to them. I just kind of get fixations on whatever the fuck it may be. Um, like last year, it was like a bit of the Owl House. Year before that, it was like Stranger Things and Heartstopper. Year before that, it was Dear Evan Hansen and Be More Chill. Right now, it's Studio Ghibli and BoJack Horseman and fucking video game collecting, which is a big special interest of mine, not even a hyperfixation. And The Witcher. Oh yeah, The Witcher's the big one right now. The Witcher's the big one. So like that's like my main thing that I like kind of want to bring to this channel. I brought this up in my Being Yourself is Really Important in the Furry Fandom video, which is still one of my favorite videos of all time that I've made, because it's something I see a lot, and that is that every furry has the potential to make some really unique content by being themselves in any sort of capacity that could be. And I mean that in so many different ways. Like, I mean that in the ways of that their interests and what they are interested in makes them interesting and makes them unique to watch. And that depends on whatever they're interested in, whether it be mental health, philosophy, Animal Crossing, whatever the fuck it is. They can make so much unique content with having a furry skin over it. And I don't think furry content creators should be just in the making their um making their content about furry, just furry, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna be making furry content, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot more other interesting things about me that I would like to talk about. Even talked about, like, I don't know, like, well, probably when I leave my job, like, which, I don't know when, I'll probably talk about the weird fucking stories I've had happen, um, And like there's so many like things I could get into in terms of that. Like if you want more of that whole thing of me talking about why being yourself is important, I'll link that video. But it's just something very important to me, and I feel like a lot of people don't take that into consideration. And I feel like actually it's more the opposite, where people think that being themselves is unimportant. It's very important for me in the furry fandom, and especially in the content creator field. I think it's very important. But overall, that's where I'm going with that. Also, art videos are also coming as well, because, yeah, my creativity has come back. I went through a little slump. That's another thing I actually didn't talk about with last year. I had to defer a course because I realized the course I was doing wasn't good for me. It wasn't what I wanted, and I had a whole mental breakdown where my parents had to come collect me. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm, like, crying in the car. And then I ended up going back to my old art mentor, and we ended up sorting it out, finding out what type of artist I am, and now I'm going back to college in September, which is great. But overall, my art block that I had from then, I actually think it started before then, really, is gone, and I still have a little bit of uncertainty, but I feel like every artist goes through that. That's like what's going on, you know. But all that is sorted, luckily. But yeah, pretty much that's it. I don't really understand. I don't really have anything else, really, I think I need to discuss, like, at all. I think that's pretty much it. But yeah, I hope you guys are ready for this next era, and just of me just being autistic as shit, and talking about whatever the fuck I want. And that doesn't necessarily be furry, but can be furry too. I just like being versatile. I don't like being pigeonholed into one box, which is also with me with art. I don't like being pigeonholed into one box. I like doing a mix of things. I feel like doing a mix of things, like variety is the spice of life, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.